Hey everyone, another episode of Nights with Pink for your Tuesday night. How are you all out there? DJ's here. Moonlight View, how are you, my friend? Thanks for being here. Lynn D, Mamma Mia, Marilyn Landis. I got caught up. I was watching this. Apparently, there's been a huge earthquake in Taiwan, and I was searching and looking for coverage of this. Look at this. The building just fell down. When buildings attack. Yeah, I hope no one was injured in that. It looks pretty nasty. It's yeah, so they had a 7.5 and there was like a 6.1 aftershock or something, which is pretty big on its own right. You guys can see this
里面还有人吗？
building.
哎，那个不要摸那个电线，很危险。不要摸电线。
And apparently there is a tsunami warning out as well. Big tsunami warning. It says tsunami is coming. Please evacuate immediately. An anchor on NHK said, "Do not stop. Do not go back." And they're saying it could be up to 10 feet high, 3 meters. The Okinawa, Miyajokima, and the Yayama Island groupings are at risk of tsunamis up to 3 meters high. That is pretty big. And they said do not leave your safe area until the warnings have been lifted. So yeah, Taiwan having a bad day. Big earthquake. How are you all? Hold on, guys. Hey, good to see Beauty for Ashes. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Had a something fell. Hey, Empress. Hey, how are you? Vicky K. Hello, my friend. How are you? Thank you for your donation yesterday. I very much appreciate that. That is very kind. I hope you saw that on the show yesterday. I did say hello to you and thank you. Hey, Burnt Popcorn. How are you? Yeah, I didn't mean to start the show with earthquake. It just happened like 2 minutes before we hopped on air. I hope all the people in this area are okay in the Japanese island groupings and Taiwan. I hope no one gets tsunamied. That would be bad. And the people in Tennessee, Ohio, and Kentucky today had some really bad weather out there. A lot of big storms, tornadoes. There was a pretty big one spotted in Kankakee. We know Kankakee from Cold Justice in Illinois, and Morgan in Tennessee, or a place called Sunbright in Tennessee. Heavy damage to Schubert's funeral home in Sunbright. And then in Huntsville, Scott County, Tennessee, Ripley, Brown, Ohio, and West Union, Adams County, Ohio, it looks like, and Boyd, Kentucky earlier today. So I hope all those people in Asia and in the east of America are okay. Hope everyone is surviving. Hey Kelley, how are you? Good to see you. I don't know, maybe. Hey Andrew says, good to see you. All right, shall we get started for some actual true crime? Yes, Ping. Stop talking about stuff that's not true crime. All right. Interesting bit of a update today on the Sebastian Rogers thing. I don't know why I didn't hear this earlier, but they had a bit of a press conference today. I don't know. It's one of those press conferences where you listen to it and you're like, what exactly are you telling us? And it wasn't all that much. It was more like, we haven't spoken to you in a while, so let's call a press conference. They're saying they're basically still investigating the Sebastian Rogers disappearance. Now, they said a pair of glasses were found, and they're still investigating if they have any relation to Sebastian. Now, that's the first I'd heard of it, but maybe you guys have heard of it before I did. Here, Meanwhile, police said a pair of glasses were found during the search. It's unclear at this time if the glasses belonged to Sebastian. They said there were some glasses found in the past few days, and we're still investigating whether they were Sebastian's. It's pretty easy, right? You take a photo and you send it to the parents and go, did he wear these glasses? Are they the brand that he had? And then you guys maybe do a DNA test, maybe? I don't know. And it says, actually, I can show you. Let's show you. I can show you this little update from Sumner County, Tennessee. Can't believe they did this in the weather they were having. Brutal weather in that county. And they're like, yes, let's have a press conference today with tornadoes around us. All right.
With steadfast support from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, and many other local and federal resources. We are exploring every lead that comes in and every tip that comes in. As I said before, the investigation remains ongoing. The entire community is deeply saddened by what has occurred. We're all extremely concerned for Sebastian's welfare. I want to encourage the community to stay vigilant, to report anything that they think may be of some significance to the investigation, no matter how minute it may appear to be to you. Please call 1-800-TBI-FIND with any tips, or the Sumner County Emergency Communications Center at 615-451-3838. We understand the anxiety and the concern that this case has caused in the community. We too share the anxiety and concern for Sebastian. I want to reiterate that we are doing everything we can to find Sebastian and bring him home. Despite the passage of time, the commitment to finding Sebastian remains unwavering. I said this when we scaled the search back. Our commitment to finding Sebastian remains. We will continue to investigate every possible lead that comes in. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office wants to express our gratitude to the community and the many individuals who have helped in the search, the many individuals who have called in tips, the many individuals who have printed flyers and kept Sebastian's face in the news. Nothing would make me happier than to wake up tomorrow morning with a tip that cracks this case wide open and we find Sebastian and bring him home. At this time, I'll turn it over to Susan Allen from the TBI.
Now, before we get to the lady from the TBI, they were saying in this press conference, apparently some YouTubers and people on TikTok have been basically muddying the water of their investigation and basically stating things that are fact when they're not fact. And this is causing them a lot of trouble because people are calling in with tips that are not tips, they're theories, and it's wasting a lot of police resources trying to either discount what they're saying, run down leads that are not viable, or, just sorting through the minutia of random stuff people are calling in. They don't want people to stop calling in, but they would like people to stick to the facts that they're giving out. That's what the message was. Whatever they say, that's the latest information. Yeah, they basically weren't very happy with the YouTubers and the TikTokers and the social media people. They were pretty upset. And you'll see that in a minute in this press conference.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for being here. We know how invested everybody is in the search for Sebastian, in finding out what happened to him and bringing him home. And we want to let everybody know he has not been forgotten. Nobody's forgotten about him. Nobody has given up looking for him. At the beginning of this investigation, there was a large land search for him. It was very visible. There were also waterways, lakes, ponds that were searched. There were aerial searches with helicopters and drones and fixed wing planes. They were done at night. They were done on weekends. They were done during the day. That was very visible, and it was something everybody was able to see. But we want to let you know that even though there is not that high visibility in investigating this case, that we are not done. It's gone back to what could be considered good old-fashioned police work. Interviewing individuals, re-interviewing individuals, checking out leads, rechecking leads. We have been working with other law enforcement agencies who have had, in other jurisdictions, who have perhaps had some complex cases of their own that they have worked on to get tips from them. We have had, this day of technology with everyone having cell phones and doorbells and ring bells and surveillance cameras. That, as you can imagine, has been a bit of a chore to be able to collect all those and then review them. It's important so we know what's out there. We have been reviewing that, reviewing it again. We have had other agencies involved. The FBI has been helpful in that. Secret Service has also been helpful in that. So we are just trying to do whatever we can to advance the investigation. It has not gone to a place where anybody has forgotten about him or is not pursuing this. The parents have been cooperative throughout. At the beginning of the investigation, they have pretty much done whatever law enforcement has asked of them. At this point, we don't have any evidence. There is not any kind of an indication that there is a criminal element involved. But we are keeping options open. We don't know what has happened. We don't know where Sebastian is right now. So we are pursuing any and all avenues. We do want to caution there are some social media elements out there who purport to have information that is direct from the investigation. I just want to reiterate that is not the case. Some of the information that is being provided on some of the social media channels is inaccurate, incomplete. We don't want this to damage the investigation. So we would just caution anyone who is following the case to just use some caution as to what you see and what you believe.
Sorry, what did she just say? Did she just say that people on social media claiming that they have inside information don't actually have inside information? Oh my God. That is the most shocking development I've ever seen on YouTube. How is this not breaking news today? I mean, people write all sorts of rubbish in their titles and claim this and that. It's not surprising. We've seen it in other cases where authorities have had to come out and be like, hey, the stuff you're hearing on these TikTok or YouTube or whatever, Twitter, it's not true. Like these people are saying they got like inside sources and a cop spoke to me, and it happens in so many. I can't remember the last one it happened in, but we had another one where they had to come out and basically discredit a specific YouTuber that was really heavily on the case, and they ended up being completely wrong. So I think they are right. Everyone should just take a step back and, that's right, dispelling all the rumors. Then there's a lot with this Sebastian Rogers case, unfortunately, and part of that is the information vacuum from authorities. When you get an information vacuum from authorities, there's not much. People want to keep talking about it because they want to know where Sebastian is. So they fill stuff up. There's not, it happens every time. It happened in the, it happened in the mushroom murder case. Like 3 months, there was no update from police, and people were filling up, different channels and news stories with most random stuff. And so it does happen, unfortunately. Amy 007 said these bad actors are distractions. Well, they think they are distractions to the investigation. They do later on say that it's causing them a lot of manpower, because what happens is people see it on social media, then they go, "Oh my God, I saw something like that. I'm going to call up because I want to be a good citizen and I want to try help find Sebastian. And I think I saw something because of what this YouTuber told me." And then they call up, they tell the police, and the police have to spend man hours trying to chase that down when it came from a like illegitimate source in the first place. So, yeah, it's a problem. I don't know how to solve it, and I guess I'm probably part of the issue at times myself. So, and Nika says prayers for Japan. Prayers for Japan. Why? You mean prayers for Taiwan or Taipei? Isn't that the one that got leveled? I mean, I know Japan, the islands might get that tsunami, but I guess prayers for Japan and Taipei and Taiwan. All right, let's finish this off and see what she has to say about social media people.
It's caused a bit of a distraction because a lot of what has been out there in some of the social media channels has been rumors and speculations and theories, and some of that has been advanced, and people have caught a hold of it as if it's what's really happening. That has resulted in us getting information that is either, like I said, distracting. It's taking away time and effort from what the agencies need to be doing as far as looking for Sebastian. We have had so far, as of this morning, 314 tips that have come in through the tip line. It's been mentioned, but I'll say it again. It's 1-800-TBI-FIND. We are also taking tips through email, which is tips to TBI, TBI, at tbi.tn.gov. What's next? We want people, as Chief Deputy said, to continue to remain vigilant, get Sebastian's picture out there, continue to share his picture, his information. Now that it's getting to be nicer, well, not today with the weather, but now that the weather has turned warmer, people may be more inclined to be in their yards. If you go out and see anything that looks different, let us know. Something where perhaps a teenager could have hidden. If you have a large amount of property in the area or something that has any kind of hole.
By the way, I would have really laughed if she said just the tips at TBI Find. No. I find it interesting that they keep repeating this one thing. If there's somewhere that Sebastian could hide, what is leading them to that direction? They keep banging home that point. Somewhere he could hide, check where he is, somewhere that he could, crawl into, somewhere that he could, get into, somewhere that you wouldn't see him. And I'm like, it's interesting. They keep reiterating that one point. I don't know if that's intelligence led or it's just a generalized thing they do with missing people. But they do keep repeating that one line about somewhere he could hide, somewhere a teenager could get into, somewhere he could sleep in or something. Yeah, Marilyn Landis, so they think he's still alive. Maybe. I think, like she said, at this point they don't have information one way or the other. So we'll find out. I'm not going to continue with this because it's basically more of the same. Although, hold on, we can probably listen to the bit about the glasses. Hold on, let's find it.
Holes or unstable footing in finding the ground.
So much ground. Sir Sebastian.
That we're doing everything we can.
That follow-up hasn't cleared their alibi.
I think the TBI said it best. They've been nothing but cooperative.
Is this interfering at all with your investigation? Is it changing possibly the avenues of communication?
No, sir.
You mentioned when you were asked about recent evidence, we heard some rumors that didn't seem to have some validity, that there was glasses found within the past few days. Can you confirm that?
There were some glasses found in the past few days.
Or have you been able to identify that they were Sebastian?
We are still investigating.
There you go. There's your glasses update. Were there glasses found in the last few days? Yes. What does that mean? We're still investigating. That's all you get. Yes, they did find some glasses. No, they don't know if they're Sebastian's, and they're still investigating if it has anything to do with him at all. It could have been an old lady who dropped them. It could have been, who knows? I've found glasses. I'm sure you have too. I've found them everywhere. They're the one thing that people often leave behind. They're the one thing that people often drop when they're running. They fall off your head. People have them, wherever, and they get lost very easily. Hey, Reby. Oh, Reby says, it's just aftershocks they're feeling in Shanghai. That's super big earthquakes. Shanghai is not on a fault line. You're probably feeling it across the water. Danyi and Fujiyama send prayers. Okay. Send all prayers. Reby says, near Taiwan, there has been... Yeah, we were talking about it before. that there was a earthquake and a tsunami warning for 10-foot tsunami. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty quick question, right? If someone hands it in and then they find it and they're like, "Oh, is this connected to Sebastian?" They shoot a photo of it and then send it to the parents and they're like, "Are these his? Yes, no." And then the question comes back, they go, "Oh, well, we think so." Okay, well, okay, then we keep investigating. No? Okay, well, we just put him in the lost and found. Pretty quick. Doesn't take 3 days for that to happen. Yeah, there might be something there. We'll find out. Other than that, that's it. That's all you get. You get a we haven't forgotten about Sebastian. We're still investigating and keep looking in your backyards now that the weather is nicer. Now that it is turning into summer, keep looking for Sebastian. Keep his name out there. Keep showing his photos. That's what they want us to do. So actually, I'm going to do that. Hold on. Let's see if we can find some photos of him. Yeah. Here's his Amber Alerty thing. Hey, get out of my screen. What are you doing here? Don't you hate these giant videos? Close. No? Alright, whatever. Actually, we can do it like this. Let's go to his Amber Alert. That would be better. Alright. There you go. Sebastian Rogers. Hendersonville, Tennessee. 15 male. Race white. Hair color brown. Eye color brown. 5'5". He's not as tall as people think he is. I've heard people say he's really tall. No, he's not. He's 5'5". He's pretty short. He's actually shorter than you think he is. Because I heard somebody on another channel going, he's a really tall lad. He's like 6'1". No, he's 5'5". He's the average height of, I think it's the average female or something. So he's not the tallest guy in the world. Says last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. So there's the glasses. Are they the ones they found? Are they something like, Guy Fieri would wear? If so, they're not Sebastian's. We'll find out in a few days, I bet. And then it says Sebastian has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. That's it, yeah. He doesn't really know direction, doesn't really know his way around, unless he's been there before and they've taught him the sort of route. He knows how to get to his father's place because they've taught him. Other than that, it's a bit of a crapshoot. They don't really know. So, yeah. Which is, I think we have to go back to that point. This boy or young man doesn't know how to get around on his own. He might be able to get to the ice cream store down the road. He might be able to get to his dad's place, maybe, but he doesn't drive, so he would need someone to drive him there. Other than that, he doesn't really know how to get around. So that's always been the big one for me, is that he doesn't have a great knowledge of the area, and that's always been the most concerning for me. Hey, yep, another Maria. It says, this press conference officer sits down with that report. I forget the report's name. Sits down with the reporter. Okay, I gotcha. Hey, Beauty for Ashes. No. Oh, you guys talking about favorites of parents? Okay. All right. If we get more on Sebastian, I promise you, I will jump on in seconds. If there's breaking news, I will come on at 7 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. If we had real good breaking news, I would. So that's it for today for that one. Let's Let's talk about the missing women. I'll do that quickly. I know Trisha's doing some more of that tonight. We talked about it a little bit last night, and there's been a little bit more information come out. A little bit. And I'm going to pull it up now. They're the two ladies in the headline. Suspicious disappearance of two women prompts investigation in Oklahoma. It says Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley were traveling together to pick up children. I always find their wording of that really weird. They never made it to the pickup location, according to an endangered missing persons advisory. It says Oklahoma authorities are investigating the suspicious disappearance of two women who never showed up to pick up children last week. Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley, 39, were traveling together to pick up children, according to an endangered. Yep. They never made it to the pickup location. Their vehicle was later found abandoned on the side of a road. Butler's stepmother and father separately told NBC News that Veronica had been engaged in a heated custody dispute. Court records show a custody case was opened late March 2015 and closed nearly a month later. That's a long time ago for a custody dispute. It says, while it's currently unclear whose children the two women were looking to pick up, it is presumed both Butler and Kelley are friends. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation spokesperson Hunter McKee said. So there was some speculation, and I do have another article which says they were picking up one of these ladies' children, but now they've come out and said it's unclear whose children they were looking to pick up. It says the Texas County Sheriff's Department requested the state agency's assistance in the investigation, according to the Bureau. They said agents are working around the clock on this to try find where these women are and what may have occurred. There are no suspects in the investigation and no threats against women have been reported. It just says here, a Sunday Facebook post from Willow Christian Church in Indianola said the church would have a time for prayer for the women and the encouraged attendees to leave a favorite verse or note of encouragement for the families going through this difficult time. The Kansas City Star reported that Kelley is the wife of the church's new minister, Heath Kelley, who was appointed in November. Efforts to reach him in the church Tuesday were unsuccessful. And I'm going to show you the other link. I'm going to keep this photo of the ladies up. Sorry, I know it's on a white background. Let me show you the link that someone sent me yesterday. It was my friend Kathy. I hope she's okay. She's in Tennessee. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, it was Sean. Hold on, Sean. Let me put this up on the screen. Sean sent me this clipping yesterday. A preacher's wife and another woman mysteriously disappeared in rural Oklahoma while on their way to pick up the second woman's children, according to authorities. And now the authorities come out today and said it's unclear whose children, so I don't know. When custody issues go wrong, it could be. No tornadoes where you are? Okay, good. I'm happy. I'm happy you are safe. That's good. Kelley said that strange wording. It is, right? It's very weird. Hey, Julie. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are recuperating. Okay, Gambler. Be careful of that phone. All right, let me see if I've got more, because I don't want to do too much, because I know Trish and that are doing it. Here, Huffington Post. Two moms vanished before they could pick up kids, police say. And it says Oklahoma police are investigating. Yeah, we know that. ABC News reported Monday, citing Butler's church, that the two women were on their way to pick up Butler's children for a birthday party. Their vehicle was later located abandoned in a rural neighborhood in Texas County, according to the announcement by the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. The vehicle was found a little south of the Yarborough School, a pre-K-12 school, according to the school's superintendent, Jim Wigan. The school was closed on Monday out of an abundance of caution, according to the statement shared with local news outlet KWCH, and reopened but remained on lockdown Tuesday given the unknown nature of the missing persons incident. Why would they close a school over two ladies who are missing? It's interesting. Do they think there's a threat in the area? Do they think there's some connection, or it says a spokesperson for the State Bureau of Investigation told Huffington Post in an email there was no update in the women's case as of Tuesday morning, and they are still considered missing and at risk. In an interview with local news station KSNW, Kelley's mother said her daughter is a secretary at Hugoton First Christian Church in Kansas and runs all the children's programs at the church. Kelley, a mother of 4, is beloved by the community, she said. A close friend of Butler's told KSN that she is the kind of person who is good with children. Okay. And there we go. That's it. Where are they? That's what I would like to know. Where is Jilian and Veronica Butler? People don't just disappear from the side of the road and leave their car there. It's a little odd. I'm just going to check this for an update. Hold on. Apparently, someone posted on Facebook. It's unknown why her car was abandoned where it was, near the school. The case is in the hands of the OSBI. Please be on the lookout and reach out to law enforcement with any updates. My family appreciates all those who have helped and pray that they are brought home safely. Bizarre. It's a little odd. So there are some family around. Okay, 2 hours ago, News Nation did a update. Let me see if I can grab it. All right, here we go.
Nation, we've covered plenty of missing persons cases, enough to know that when people vanish, they rarely do so 2 at a time while on their way to pick up the kids. Yet that's just what appears to have happened to 2 moms in Oklahoma this past weekend, leaving behind one abandoned car and a slew of unanswered questions and a terrified community. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation hasn't released many details, but this much we do know. 27-year-old Veronica Butler and 39-year-old Jilian Kelley were traveling together to pick up children, and they never made it to the pickup location. Authorities say the car they were driving was found on the side of a rural road between Elkhart, Kansas, and Eva, Oklahoma. Highway Patrol have called both women at risk. News Nation correspondent Brooke Schaefer joins us now live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Brooke, what are you learning about this mysterious case?
Elizabeth, still so many questions surrounding the disappearance of these 2 moms. Like you said, we know that Veronica and Jilian were in a car. They were leaving Kansas, driving to rural Eva, Oklahoma to pick up children over the weekend when they seemingly vanished. Authorities found the car they were in abandoned near the highway. Today, a school not far from where these women were headed put on lockdown. The superintendent telling parents there are still so many unanswered questions, and for that reason, students today were kept indoors, doors stayed locked, and extra security was called in. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation and local authorities today working to find these moms now missing since Saturday, calling their disappearance suspicious.
As of right now, as the investigation continued, when we were requested, we are unsure where these women are or what happened to them. That unknown is what has created it suspicious for us at this time.
And today, we don't know how authorities found that car abandoned on the side of the road, what state it was in. We asked investigators if these women left any belongings behind. Was there blood? Were the windows smashed? So far, officials unable to answer our questions about that, as family and friends of these 2 women, of course, desperate to get them back home. Elizabeth?
Wow, Brooke, a whole school put under lockdown as the search goes on for those two moms. Thanks so much, Brooke Schaefer, reporting live.
There you go. So Charisma says the children are the ones who are suffering. That is very true. Well, we saw that in a case a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember the woman and friend shot and killed picking up? There was a woman and her friend that were Caitlin Gillis. Is that her name? Yes. A couple of weeks ago. No. No, that's not it, I don't think, is it? Kevin Monahan? No. It was like 2 weeks ago. A woman was shot and killed, and she had brought her friend to her estranged partner's home to pick up her children, and he shot and killed the mum and her friend while the children were there over some sort of custody dispute. So even if you bring a friend, which a lot of women do in these type of situations, apparently it does not keep you fully safe. I can't seem to find that. I'm pretty sure it was in North Carolina. Am I wrong? Probably. I can't find it, but if someone remembers the name of those two women. School in lockdown, yeah. The local pre to 6 or whatever has been put into lockdown. Out in Oklahoma, yep. It is very flat and sparse in some regions. Hey, my friend. Hey, Robin Lane. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, I can't find the other one that we had, but we did talk about it a couple of weeks ago. He ended up running off to a national park and ended up taking his own life. So the children are now basically orphans. They don't have their mum, they don't have their dad, and they don't have their, I guess, auntie, the mum's best friend. I just hope they have some family left in that one. And I hope we're not seeing it again in this one. I hope we're not seeing where two women had gone to pick up children in some sort of hostile, child situation, and they've ended up being killed. That would be a very bad precedent that we'd had 2 in a month. Very bad. I wish I could find that other one, but I cannot. Woman and let me try one more time. No, it keeps wanting to pick up Kaylin Gillis, but that's a completely different case. No, it's not. It's just not doing it. No. If I find it, I'll let you know. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know why it won't pick it up. I think we did cover it a couple of weeks ago, but it was maybe if I do it like this, ex-husband. Maybe this one, Montgomery. Maybe it was Philadelphia. Estranged husband kills wife and 7 friends. No. Let's try past month. KHOU. No, I don't know. I'll have a look through my history. I'm sure I'll be able to find it when I do it like that. But like this, I'm unable to find it. Killed following argument in North Harris County. Maybe this is it. This might be it. I can show you the little video on it.
Turning to breaking news now. One person is dead this morning, and the shooter is still on the run.
And this all happened around 10:30 last night at an apartment complex on Blue Ash Drive. Our Ugochi Loka just arrived to the scene minutes ago. Ugochi, what can you tell us?
Yeah, right now, investigators say a man allegedly tried to break into his ex-wife's apartment unit and was shot and killed in this very area. Take a look. This is video of when Harris County Sheriff deputies got here to Blue Ash apartment complex last night.
I don't think that's it. That's not the right one. I think it was his apartment, and the wife and the friend came there to pick up the children, and when they arrived, he shot and killed them for some reason. Yeah. If I find it, I'll post it in the comments. By the way, in the comments yesterday, we had my friend Smokey. Hi, Smokey. Debbie Little. Hey, Debbie. Good to see you. And we also had Share Good to see you, Share Share said, I watch the live show dang near every night. She says, your voice is soothing. I always have to catch the replay crew. That's okay. We enjoy having you on the replay crew. And my friend Red Viva, I'm so happy to hear from you, says, very informative show, Ping. I haven't been able to watch much lately, but when I do catch you, I'm always quite impressed how you pull together all kinds of stories that don't get much coverage elsewhere, and some weather thrown in too. I'm glad they found a meal and hope they figure out what happened and how he got there. Red Vivo, it's so good to hear from you, my friend. I haven't heard from you in a while, and it was a nice surprise to see you in the comments. All right, let's continue. I have more stories. I have some from Australia, I think. Hold on. Let me double check. Yes, I do. I think I have 3. Hold on. This one happened yesterday in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane. Woman's dead body found in unit. Now, there was an update this morning, and I'll show you. It says a 66-year-old woman has been found dead in a Brisbane unit, and a man has been charged with murder. Police and paramedics were called to a Fortitude Valley unit for a welfare check about 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Inspector Carl Hahn said police had to force their way into the unit, where they found the body of the Western Australian woman. A 42-year-old man who was related to the woman was arrested at the unit and later charged with 1 count of murder/DV offense. So I think it must be an upgraded murder charge because it was a domestic violence incident. He will appear in Brisbane Magistrates Court on Wednesday. So that's today down here. Maybe we'll get an update, but very sad. A woman killed, no names. Husband or man is not named. Maybe we'll get that today. Shocking to hear of more women being killed at the hands of their partners. It's awful. And then I have, if I can find it, this. I don't know why I never saw this when it happened, and I saw this article yesterday. Teenage kidnapping victim Savannah Graziano is gunned down by cops while running towards them for help, as one officer is heard pleading with deputies to stop shooting her in horrific new helicopter footage. Now, apparently this footage was obtained through Freedom of Information by the newspapers, and it is awful. Apparently her father had kidnapped her and taken her on the run in the car, and she was running towards deputies thinking that she had been saved, and they shoot and kill her. And it is harrowing. I cannot believe what that feeling must have been like for her. The fact she thought, oh my God, I'm finally safe. The cops are here. They're gonna take me away from my crazy father. And they shoot her, thinking that she's some sort of threat. I couldn't believe it when I watched it. So, bit of a trigger warning. We'll watch the little video, okay?
out. All right, dude. I'm super 140, dude. Dude. Let me know when open door. You're clear. You're clear. I'm ready for that. You said she's on fire. Units back up. Take some cover. Take some cover. We have 0 cat drop on the southbound lanes. Take your cover. Put up that shots are being fired. Shots are fired. Shots are fired. Continue to shoot at the deputy. Girls out. All right, girls out, guys. Female Judy is out. She's out on the passenger side. Does anyone else have eyes in the vehicle to see if we have any other passengers inside? Oh, no. You guys watch your back.
So if you didn't see what happened there, and I'll show you.
Drop, you guys on the exit. Watch your
Hold on, let me lower that. They actually, so she gets out the car, and you can see here, she exits the vehicle and she puts her hands in the air briefly, and then she gets on the ground, obeys the officer, and then the officer tells her, "Come here, walk towards me." So she does, and they kill her. They shoot her. See, she has her hands down, or sort of up, and they shoot and kill her. And that's why the helicopter pilot goes, "Oh no, like what happened? Like why did they shoot her?" Brutal. I mean,
We will now play a belt recording from the deputy closest to Savannah when she exited the pickup truck. You can hear him calling her over and telling other deputies that the person who exited the truck was the passenger and for them to stop firing, but it was too late.
Passenger, get out! Passenger, get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Passenger, get out! Get out! Come here! Come here! Come here! Hey! 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 Come here! Come to me! Come to me! Come to me! Come to me! Come! Walk! Walk! Hey! Stop! Stop shooting her! She's in the car! Stop! She's okay. She's in the car.
no, my friend, I don't think she is okay. You just pumped a bunch of rounds into her. I don't think she is okay. I think you can use different words. Man, what a harrowing, horrible situation. I mean, and I know it is hard to watch, and I know it's hard to listen to. I don't normally like doing stuff like this, but it needs to be shown. It really does. Can't forget when stuff like this happens. And she was 15, killed on September 27, 2022. Her father, Anthony, had murdered his estranged wife, Tracy, and abducted his daughter. His daughter was Savannah. In the footage, Savannah was seen following cops' instructions, crawling on her hands and knees along the 15 highway in Hesperia, California, as deputy takes cover by a police SUV before she is shot dead in a hail of gunfire. I mean, she followed the instructions, and they tried to claim she was wearing tactical equipment and fired back. However, the footage appears to prove that she was unarmed, and I don't think it looked like she was wearing a dress or, some sort of clothing. I mean, even if she was wearing tactical equipment, I mean, she's a child, and she was following instructions. So, I wanted to, yeah. The tragic video of the shooting was released Monday after journalists requested it under the California Public Records Act. When Tracy was killed, investigators issued an Amber Alert for the teen and quickly responded when a civilian spotted the dad and the daughter. Deputies from San Bernardino County tried to pull Anthony Graziano's truck over just before 11 a.m. when they were fired at by the father, who had a semi-automatic weapon. Authorities followed the truck for about 70 miles as the father continued to fire at them before Graziano tried and failed to take his vehicle up an embankment. It was claimed by police at the time that Savannah may have also been firing from the vehicle. Even if she was probably doing it under duress from her father. You can't claim that to be like a aggravating factor. He came to a stop on the side of the road about 80 miles from downtown Los Angeles. The newly released footage includes cameras from the sheriff's department helicopter and shows Graziano attempting to go in reverse on the road as he fires again. The 15-year-old Savannah can then be seen getting out of the car as an officer says over the radio, "The girl's out. The female juvie is out. She's out on the passenger side." She keeps a low crouch but starts moving quickly towards the officer when suddenly gunshots ring out and the footage blurs Graziano's body. The sheriff's department deputies were not wearing body cameras, but audio was released from an officer near the girl as she was getting out. And you can hear that's what we played before. He tells her to come here, walk, and all of a sudden gunshots can be heard. And even the helicopter pilot was like, "Oh no!" Like he knew, like something had gone wrong, and we have to claim her as a victim in a domestic violence murder. Her mother was killed by her father. She was then abducted. An Amber Alert was put out. They found the father and then shot the daughter. I mean, hard situation, but felt like she was so close to safety. Really did. She was just a few steps from police where they could have patted her down and got her in the back of a car and then dealt with the dad. It says, hopefully this video can be used for training. Something has to be done differently. She didn't have to die. That's Tracy's brother. That's what he said. Hopefully they can train from that video and learn something. He says she was a really sweet girl at her core and didn't deserve this. Graziano shot Martinez multiple times and also turned and fired on a nearby car with daughter Savannah in the back seat. Witnesses and 2 videos, one from bystander and another from a doorbell, show she stayed still as her mother screamed. She's just sitting in the back seat, said Sergeant Christian Surgeon. Authorities had previously said the teen was somewhere else during her mother's killing and was later abducted by her father. Martinez was able to identify her killer as Graziano before she died. It says, but she never mentioned her daughter being there. Neither video showed the shooting. Family members told investigators that the couple had been going through a divorce. Martinez was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. That's the mother. There we go. It says the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office provided no further statements or details on the shooting. Officials previously said deputies involved had a different view of the truck as they were in a higher elevation to where it stopped. Deputies fired because they saw a person get out of the truck and head towards the nearest deputy. Unaware, he had called to her. That's where communication in high stress situations comes in very handy. Comes in great, No body cameras. They said no body cameras. Possibly Marlene. Yep, they murdered a victim. Beauty Fashion said, so very sad they never gave her a chance. That's right. Yes. Well, she was a child, 15, so very, very horrible story. Sorry to show it to you, but I mean, it just, it blew my mind seeing that they shot and killed her. It really did. How many people were shooting? Just the father. On the cop side, I don't know. It doesn't state. Maybe a few, because they're saying that there was one cop up front near the girl, and there was a bunch further back. And when they saw the girl come towards the officer, they all fired. So more than one, maybe more than one. Let's see if we can find here. It's not going to let me. Okay, maybe this one. You can see there's an officer here, and there's at least 2 behind him. And in another photo, there's a third one. So maybe 2, maybe 3. Can't tell. You can see in this one. There's one there, and one there, and maybe another that's blurred here. And yeah, her body is blurred there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe more than one. More than one is what I can tell you. Yeah, very sad. Now, apparently this is the other video apparently released from a bystander. We're not going to watch that. We already watched her be killed. We don't need to watch it again. And that's her father, Graziano, and that's her. Horrible story. All right. Yeah, mistakes. Very, very bad mistakes, unfortunately. Okay, what time is it? 1 o'clock. We've still got some time left. Okay. Did you guys see that Dr. Phil opened up his own network called Merit Street Media? Apparently Nancy Grace is going to be on there. You guys can all watch. I don't even know where you'd find that channel. Is it even on cable? Who knows? Okay. I have a bolo. If I can find it. Ooh. Birmingham Police homicide investigation. Let's see what this is.
Right now, the
Oh.
scene of a homicide. At around 10:57 a.m., East Precinct officers were dispatched to a person shot call at a residence in the 900 block of Navarro Lane, which sits right on the edge of the city of Irondale in the city of Birmingham. Our officers arrived on the scene when they were met by Irondale police officers. Our officers learned a domestic disturbance took place at the residence between an adult female and an adult male. The two are believed to be girlfriend and boyfriend. The domestic disturbance led to the adult male victim being shot and then pronounced deceased on the scene by medical personnel. BPD homicide detectives will interview the adult female at BPD headquarters, and at the conclusion of the interview, detectives will present this case to the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office, who then will decide if criminal charges should be filed.
Did they say the female shot and killed the male? Hold on.
BPD homicide detectives will interview the adult female at BPD.
Yeah. The adult female shot and killed her boyfriend. So there's a homicide investigation going on in the 900 block of Navarro Lane. I do have an article for it while we're watching that. I wanted to show you there was a woman missing here. Oh, she was located safe. Okay, there we go. We don't need to do it. Sharon Woods has been located safe. That's good news. There you go. Good work, Sharon. You've been located. That's good. We don't need to do it then. All right. Let me pull up this article. This is the accompanying article. Domestic dispute ends in deadly gunfire at East Birmingham home. An apparent domestic dispute ended in fatal gunfire at an East Birmingham home. Irondale police initially responded to reports of shots fired in the 900 block of Navarro Lane. The call went out about 10:57 a.m. Tuesday. They arrived to find a man dead inside the home. Officers quickly determined the crime scene was actually in Birmingham city limits, so Birmingham police and detectives flocked to the scene. They said they learned a domestic disturbance had taken place and escalated to the point where a victim was shot. The woman was taken into custody at the scene. They appeared to be in some sort of romantic relationship. Irondale's quick response and the actions they took on the scene have helped us tremendously, they said. Animal control was called to the scene to round up multiple cats and at least one dog from the house. The victim's identity has not been released at this time. He is considered Birmingham's 35th homicide victim so far this year. 35 already. Of those, 3 have been ruled justifiable, and therefore aren't deemed criminal. Ah, 3 homicides have been justifiable within the city. That's very interesting. Let's have a look. 35th homicide. What ones were justifiable? Were they police shootings or intruders that broke in? Interesting. I'll have to look that up later. If I find it, I'll let you know. Hey, Emily, how are you? Yeah, that's his. No, no. Are you guys talking about Graziano? Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, let me double check. I thought they killed him too. I thought they ended up killing Graziano as well. Just let me check. Haha. It says Savannah was pronounced dead at the scene, while her father Anthony was also eventually shot dead, though the footage doesn't show when that occurred. So no, they killed him too. He was killed. So no. I think this was probably a previous time he was arrested, not that time. Sometime in the past. No, he died. They killed him, right? Isn't that what I just read? That they shot and killed him? You guys are making me think I'm crazy. Hold on. Hold on, my friends. Uh, no, now I can't find it. I thought it said they killed him too. Maybe I'm wrong. Here. Savannah was pronounced dead at the scene while her father Anthony was also eventually shot dead. There you go. There you go. I just read that. There. I'm going to put it in chat. So you guys don't have to debate over it. There you go. They were both killed. There you go. All right. Now I can get back to getting our other story for the night. Nothing about Caleb Harris. I don't have anything in regards to him. Nothing. Okay. So we spoke about the missing woman yesterday. Amanda, we said she was found in her car or not far from her car and that a relative found her. Well, apparently now her family are looking to possibly sue the police department over not, or the dispatch office for not passing on the details of her location. I'm just trying to find the bit about the lawsuit. Yeah. All right. So Amanda's family reported her missing on February 28th after her phone kept sending calls directly to voicemail and she never called back. A day earlier, I don't know how to pronounce her name without sounding rude, but Neniga left the hotel when I don't think it's pronounced like that. I heard it on the video yesterday. Well, we'll play it in a second. Hold on. Where she was staying in Blythe about 3:44 a.m. according to surveillance videos from the hotel. About 3 hours later, she called police to report she had driven off the road and wasn't sure of her location. She told the dispatcher she was trying to get to Palm Springs, according to a recording of the 911 call released by law enforcement. She said, "I think I fell asleep at the wheel. I was tired, so I went to go pull over, but I think I ran off the road. In the nearly hour-long 911 call, Amanda attempts to work with the dispatcher to give him her location, but she doesn't have cell service and can't recall what road she is traveling on. At one point during the call, she reads off coordinates, but the dispatcher struggles to pinpoint her exact location. He mentions that her phone is hitting off a tower in Palo Verde. During the call, Amanda tells dispatchers people are trying to kill her and she is attempting to get away. Her mother, Jamie, said Amanda struggled with her mental health and battled addiction. She was trying to get through it. She said her mind goes through psychosis when she's withdrawing or her body's detoxing. And I think that's why she ended up out there. About 50 minutes into the 911 call, Amanda tells the dispatcher that she's scared. Are you guys going to find me? She asks. Her car, which was stuck on a boulder in the desert about 3 miles from any major road, 3 miles from any major road, was discovered more than a week later, but Amanda couldn't be found. She was found not that far away. Ponce, the sheriff, said his agency got involved about 7 days after Amanda went missing when one of his commanders heard from residents about a search for the woman. Law enforcement combed the area using aircraft equipped with night vision. They also used drones, and officers and residents searched on horseback using off-road vehicles for roughly 10 days. U.S. Fish and Wildlife also searched the area using its vehicles. The area where Amanda went missing is remote and mountainous. Daytime temperatures have lately been in the 70s and 80s, and at night the mercury can fall into the 20s. They said it's frustrating to be in the situation we are right now. The first 24 to 48 hours of any investigation are critical. Well, that was a long time ago. Now, her family are threatening to sue, and I'm going to just find that. Hold on. Yeah, they said that the family of the California woman found dead in a remote part of Arizona a month after she vanished is considering a lawsuit after emergency responders in California failed to locate her from an hour-long 911 call. Amanda called 911 in the early morning hours of February 27, a day before her family reported her missing, and told the dispatcher she thought she might have fallen asleep at the wheel. She had just left a hotel just before 4 a.m. that morning and was reportedly heading for Palm Springs. And then she says what we told her. I was so tired, so I went to pull over, but I think I ran off the road. Amanda was without cell service except to make emergency calls. Maybe that's why they couldn't find her. She said Amanda even read out the coordinates of her location. She also described the area where she was to the dispatcher. She said, yeah, there's just a lot of mountains, but I climbed to like a high mountain and I'm wearing pink. Near the end, she said she was scared. Are you guys going to find me? Well, we're doing what we can to find you, okay, the dispatcher responded. Well, they never found her because she ended up dead. They said, it's not clear where the California Highway Patrol was looking. They said it found the coordinates Amanda read out right away, and her car was about a mile away. So even so, it was 3 more weeks before a search and rescue crew found her body. They're now waiting for an autopsy. And yeah, her family said yesterday that they're very concerned that the fact that she even tried to give some coordinates out over the phone should have narrowed down the search area like instantly. And the fact that it took so long to find her, who knows if she may have been alive if they found her. Maybe she may have already succumbed to the elements, but maybe they could have brought her home. So I get the family's frustration at the situation. I do. They said my sister was still out there suffering. Who knows how many days it took for her to die. We don't want this to happen to anyone else ever. It's horrible. They said the family said if they do file a lawsuit and win, any money that comes from it would go to Amanda's 8 and 2-year-old daughters. So I don't know what you guys think. Do you think the dispatch is liable? Let me know. Yeah, that's what they always tell you. If you get lost, stay with your vehicle. Don't leave your car because they're more likely to find your car than you. People look for vehicles, so they are more likely to find your car. And if you leave it, there's less chance they're going to find you. Moonlight View says, to some degree, yes. Let me know in the comments if you're in the replay crew if you think the dispatcher is liable or the CHP for not finding her earlier, given she did give coordinates and that type of thing. All right. We've got about 10 minutes left. Did I miss something today? I didn't do any Chad Daybell. It's just jury selection. If you need to get your Daybell fix, head to difficult research and listen to Kresha. Kresha's been on all day and she has the best information about it. She knows what she's talking about more than I could ever tell you. She knows way more about it. And she's just a great person. Go and watch her channel. Don't come here for Daybell information. What happened? Hey Sienna, my friend, how are you? Okay, thank you. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but okay. Still jury selection, kind of hard to hear. The jury selection is hard to hear. Let's have a look. I did see yesterday's one. The audio was a bit crap. Yeah. Hold on. I've got like 100 tabs open for you all. Where is today's update? Was it really bad? Was it? Where's East Idaho? Apparently, I can't find it. All right, hold on. We'll go to the Independent. Let's see if they have anything. No. Okay. They said on Tuesday, several potential jurors were dismissed because they said the long time commitment of the weeks-long trial would present undue hardship. However, 20 potential jurors advanced to the next round in the jury selection process. The 20th juror advanced just before the lunch break, and court was dismissed early. The jury pool needs to reach 50 people before the prosecution and the defense begin to strike in order to whittle it down to 18. Okay. And they'll keep 6 people as alternates. Fair enough. Jury selection is expected to take about a week. 18 jurors will be picked, and 6 of them will serve as alternates. Larry Woodcock and Kay are heading back to Idaho for a second shot at justice. Let's hope they get it. I reckon they will. I reckon last year set a very big precedent, and this year we'll get it. We'll get it. I reckon we may even get a larger sentence for Chad. Maybe. Yeah, so not a lot of updates. They finished early today at lunchtime, so it was only a few hours today. Yeah. The court audio. Yeah, I don't know why. I was listening to the actual YouTube one on Monday, and yeah, it was sort of very faint. It's like the microphone is quite far away from the people talking. It's not very close. So Yep, another Maria says it was the video shown at the Isaac Schumann murder trial that shook me today. Isaac Schumann. It was a stabbing? Okay. Apple River stabbing in August 2022. I don't know this one actually. It's in Minnesota? Yeah. Wisconsin, Minnesota. Okay. I wish the this page wasn't bright white. Because I don't want to burn your eyeballs. Here. Come on. No, that's not working. Here, I can show you a little bit of this, maybe.
Last name and spell your names correctly.
Elena Hernandez, ALINAHER.
So it says here, it's the person on the stand here is the mother of a 17-year-old boy who was fatally stabbed on the Apple River in Wisconsin in 2022, testified at the trial of Nicolay Mio. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. Nicolay Mio. So, yeah.
NANDEZ.
Elena, where do you live?
Stillwater.
And how long have you lived there?
8 years.
They've got good audio. Their audio is quite good. Actually, I'm not going to play all this. It's like an hour long. For the audio, for the Chad Daybell. Hold on, guys. Let me have a look.
What I am concerned about is whether there's been a change in the form of opinion or not. If there
which you now hold, or by some personal experience or special knowledge which you may have concerning the subject matter to be.
The judge isn't too bad. The prosecution and the defense is a bit hard to hear. It feels like they're far away. But if you use a volume booster, like I use one in my browser for you guys, and it's just an add-on app that you can get from the Chrome store, that'll help you a lot. You can boost the audio up to 200% instead of 100%, and that'll help. It'll get you louder volume. And I think they even have apps for your phone. So if you have an Apple or an Android, you can get like an audio boosting app for your phone, and you can make the audio a little louder like that. Okay. Well, we're going to come on maybe a bit later for the late show. We're going to round up now because I have to get you over to Trish. But on the late show, maybe I can review this video during the break, and then I can have a look at it, and then maybe we can have it on for the late show. That would be good. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I got a bunch of emails while I was on the air. Okay. Oh, Sienna. Sienna sent in a donation. Thank you, Sienna. That's what you were talking about. Thank you very much, my friend. That is very, very sweet of you. Very, very kind of you. And it does help. It really does. And that's it. We got a new video coming out. It was, I think, maybe for the late show, we'll have a new video for the month of April. So all the new people for the month of April will have their names on there. And maybe I'll get a different meteorite video this time, a different one. Anyways, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. and the people who come in here each and every night, the people who leave comments like the people I read out earlier. Let me read them out again. Smokey, Debbie Little, Share Bear, Red Viva, Laura T, and a million other people who leave comments throughout the week. I get so many, it's hard to keep up. Miley May, Amy 007, Just Summers, Moonshadow, Reby, Penguin, Susan R, Leisha, Juicy Jules. So many people, so many great people. Actually, I miss my friend Melissa, and I hope she's okay. I haven't seen her for a while, and I hope she's doing okay. But yeah, tune in, go hang out with Trish. She's going to talk to you about the 2 missing women. She's probably going to talk to you about the Daybell trial more than I do. And we'll be back for probably the late show in about 1.5 to 2 hours, okay? If you can stay up that late. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m., okay? Peace out, everyone. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye. Thanks to Moonlight View for helping. Bye.